Northern Italy, that's where it all really began. The region of Piedmont, a place where some of the finest hazelnuts in the world have been grown for centuries. Locals call them tonda gentile, delicate, smooth in flavor. And this simple nut would eventually change the entire confectionery industry. In 1942, a confectioner named Pietro Ferrero opened a small workshop in the town of Alba. He made everything by hand and sold it to people nearby. It wasn't a big business, just honest work and a love for sweets. Later, the business was passed down to his son, Michele, and he saw hazelnuts in a completely different way. Not just as an ingredient, but as an idea. He wanted to create something special, not just candy, something that feels like a small gift. It took years of experimenting, different textures, different flavors. He was trying to get everything just right. The crunch, the creaminess, the chocolate, the hazelnut, all in one bite. Then, in 1982, Ferrero Rocher finally appeared on store shelves. Gold foil, a crispy shell, and a whole hazelnut inside. People would try one out of curiosity and then come back for an entire box. Because it didn't feel like just candy, it felt premium. It quickly became something people give as a gift, not something distant or luxurious for the elite, but something anyone can use to make a moment feel a bit more special. Today, Ferrero is the second largest confectionery company in the world. Every year, more than 3.6 billion of these chocolates are sold. And it all still starts with one thing: the hazelnut. Hazelnuts from Piedmont are at the heart of it. Ferrero buys around 25% of the world's hazelnut supply every year. Think about that, roughly every fourth hazelnut. A big portion also comes from Turkey, especially from the Black Sea region, where the nuts have just the right balance of oils and flavor. Without them, Ferrero Rocher wouldn't exist as we know it. But hazelnuts are just the beginning. Cocoa is just as important. Ferrero sources it mainly from West Africa, including Côte d'Ivoire and Ghana. Over time, the company has moved towards certified cocoa, meaning every bean can be traced back to its origin. Then there's palm oil. It gives the filling that smooth, creamy texture. Ferrero is one of the largest buyers in the world, but they've also invested in more controlled and responsible sourcing, including their own plantations in Ecuador. After that come the supporting ingredients: sugar, milk, vanilla, lecithin. They don't stand out on their own, but without them, the flavor wouldn't come together. And finally, the wafer, a thin, crispy shell that many people don't even think about. But it's actually crucial. That first crunch is what makes the experience satisfying right away. Every ingredient is chosen with one goal in mind: consistency. Whether you're in Paris, Tokyo, or Rio, it should taste exactly the same. The factory in Alba runs non-stop 24/7. There are very few people on the floor, mostly machines, sensors, and the constant smell of chocolate that's been there for decades. It all starts again with hazelnuts. They're roasted at very precise temperatures. Even a slight change can affect the flavor. Some are turned into a rich paste for the filling, while others are crushed for the outer layer. The paste is mixed with cocoa, sugar, milk, and palm oil to create the cream. It's carefully cooled and adjusted until it has the perfect texture, soft enough to melt, but firm enough to hold its shape. Then comes the most precise part: assembly. A whole roasted hazelnut is placed in the center. It's covered with cream, then enclosed in a thin wafer shell. Everything happens incredibly fast, in fractions of a second. After that, the ball is coated in liquid milk chocolate and rolled in crushed hazelnuts. It spins, gets evenly covered, and comes out looking exactly like the Ferrero Rocher people recognize instantly. The final step is the gold foil. Each piece is wrapped individually, automatically, thousands every minute. Quality control never stops. Machines are constantly monitored. Weight, size, texture, everything is checked. If something doesn't meet the standard, it doesn't get sold. From Alba, these chocolates are shipped all over the world, and inside each one, a single hazelnut, multiple layers, and decades of refining the same idea.